Welcome back to the channel. So, you may have realized that the BTB RV Rants channel has changed its name to Trucks and Toys. And that channel is going to have some really cool content pretty soon, and it may even have an additional host. So if you haven't subscribed to that channel, now's a really good time. That way you don't miss the first video that gets added to that channel, and it's going to be on a different topic. So you'll probably kind of gather from the name what the topic's going to be about. It's still going to involve trucks, it's still going to involve things that RVers love, but it's going to expand the channel a little bit more to include some things that perhaps toy hauler owners would like as well. So, really cool channel, still working on the content. Subscribe to it if you haven't had a chance. I'll put a link in the description of this video if you're interested in. So, the topic of today's video is all about answering comments that I get in the video. So this isn't so much a Q&A perspective in terms of answering tow-related questions, things like that, but I'm going to try to address some answers to some questions people have had. One of those questions was kind of interesting. So I had somebody leave a comment on a video that really accused me of guesstimating measurements on pretty much everything. And you know what? I'm not going to disagree with that for the most part. And the reason why I do that is I shoot my videos in first-person perspective. I do have all sorts of laser measuring devices, laser tape measures, regular tape measures, and things like that. But what you start to realize is as you walk through RVs and you look at them from the outside, things tend to be certain dimensions based on what manufacturers can get from the main manufacturer they buy their stuff from. Also, the naming convention on RVs tends to be pretty similar in some cases. So I have a pretty good idea of what I'm looking at when I'm seeing it. Now, I may be off by a foot or two. I may be off by a couple of inches. I would highly recommend any RV that I do a review on or I showcase, if you're really interested in knowing the exact measurements, go to the manufacturer's website and check them out, look up the model number of whatever specific unit I reviewed, and you'll get much more detailed measurements. In terms of a walkthrough, I'm giving you a visual interpretation of what I'm seeing because I want you, the viewer, to have a better understanding of how I feel as I walk through an RV. It's really opinionated in terms of measurements. It's me explaining if I think an RV is a very long RV, is a very short RV, is a very tall or narrow, if the shower stall looks like it could fit the average person, what I feel the height would be comfortably. And I'm just giving you, again, my interpretation of what I'm seeing as I walk through an RV. I think some people really enjoy that, but I think some people would probably prefer that it is far more accurate in terms of exact measurements. If that's you, I'm sorry, I'm probably not going to modify that much, simply because I walk through so many of these units and I put so many videos out that trying to get the exact measurements correct every single time, especially when it comes to the exterior, is a little difficult, and it would take up a lot of time that people generally don't care about. Most people just want to see the meat and potatoes of what the inside looks like, and they want to get an idea of how something would feel for the typical owner. So that's to address that comment. The next one is, do I feel that every RV needs to be towed by a dually truck? Absolutely not. Do I feel that there are half-ton towable RVs out there? Absolutely. I know a lot of people think that just because I have an F450 and I do videos on my own personal vehicle, biased to any other vehicle that's not. And that is totally not true. I've done videos on every configuration of pickup truck, every weight class of pickup truck, and I always try to give you what I believe to be a fair and credible view of what I think those trucks are capable of. In my opinion, do I believe that I should be towing a 32,400 pound RV with my truck? No, I don't. Like I've told most people, I try to make the numbers realistic to folks who are getting into RVing, as well as folks who are looking for the safest margin that they can have in terms of a tow vehicle towing a trailer. It's all about safety. It's all about giving you a more comfortable experience, regardless of the fact that there's people out there who are comfortable towing much larger RVs or trailers with their truck. And if you are one of those people, that is entirely your right and your opinion, as long as you're doing it in a safe way that doesn't endanger other people or yourself. Now, the next question is a very interesting question because I get asked this question all the time. Are there any videos that show who I am? Believe it or not, out of all of my videos, there are about 50 to 75 of them that show who I am. They show me in reflections, they show me in different areas. There's other channels out there that you can catch me in the background of. I don't really go out of my way to hide myself as much as people think. I do it in my videos because people kind of expect it, and if you catch a glimpse of me here and there, well, that's great. You know, that's not something that I'm too concerned about. More so, I do it because I want the content of my video to focus on the content. I want it to focus on the thing I'm talking about, and I'm not really trying to turn myself into a YouTube celebrity. That's not the goal. My channel has always been about providing information, providing details on things that some folks may not have had details on, or just giving you a different perspective. There are a ton of great channels out there that showcase the host, and they do a great job in front of camera. They do a great job going over specs and details on different things from trucks to RVs to toys. There are a plethora of channels out there, and my channel may not be suited for everybody. I hope you enjoy it if you come to my channel. I hope you enjoy how I present the content, but the way I present it hasn't changed simply because the overwhelming message from my subscribers has been to focus on the content. Don't try to turn into a YouTube celebrity, and that's not what my goal is. So my goal is not to become the most famous YouTuber out there or to grow my channel to 3 or 4 million subscribers. My channel is designed to give you my personal interpretation of things that I see, as well as products and accessories that I review. That's really what it comes down to. The next comment is, I obviously am a product shill because everything's being given to me and I have to say good things about them. That is absolutely not true. Now, just like most other YouTube review channels out there, I do get a lot of products for free. I get a lot of products that are provided to me, and I'll tell you in the video if a product was provided to me complimentary, if it was sponsored. I'll tell you that information. And the reason why I get it that way is because that's really the only practical way to review products without going broke. I could easily go out and just spend money on all this stuff, but the problem is I'd have to get rid of it somehow. I'd be accumulating stuff that I can't do anything with, and I'd have a ton of money tied up in it. The first part of any email, the first part of any communication that I have with a manufacturer, whether it's coming to me or whether it's me replying to them, is always that I'm going to represent the product in a fair and credible manner. That I'm not going to go out of my way to make them look good only because a product is being provided. Now, let's jump to another part here. Why would I purposely order anything that I believe is going to fail, that I believe is built shoddy, or that I believe isn't going to do what the manufacturer claims it's going to do? And that's one of the reasons why you don't see me do a lot of light bar reviews. I get emailed from every manufacturer you can imagine asking me to review their light bars, asking me to review this product or that product or another product. To be honest with you, I get almost 200 emails a week from manufacturers trying to get me to review their stuff. And in many cases, they want to pay me to do it, or they want me to showcase it in a certain way. They want to provide me a script or some way to talk about it. And I turn almost every single one of them down. The only ones that I ever accept are products that I've already been looking into, I've already done the research on, or after researching the product, I feel that it is highly likely to do what the manufacturer says, like power supplies, lithium-ion batteries, backup batteries, all these things. They're pretty well made. They do pretty much what the manufacturers claim. Can I go out and just spend $1,000 to $1,500 every time I want to do a review on one of these things and hope that I'll somehow make my money back on it? No. So what I do instead is, if they reach out to me, I'll research their product and make sure that it does what they claim it does. I'll look at other YouTube videos, I'll read the reviews on Amazon, I'll read the reviews on other forums, I'll look through different forums to see if people are using it and what their opinion is on that as well. So all of those drive whether or not I'm going to do a review on a product. At the end of the day, my reviews are always designed to be credible. I may be provided a product, and in that product review, I'm still going to give you my interpretation of how that product works, mainly because it's also good content. If it fails on me, if it catastrophically fails on me, it's still good content. There's nothing at all that requires me to say good stuff about a manufacturer's product anytime I do a review on it, and I want to assure you of that. I wanted to address these comments simply because they are relatively common. Anyways, guys, if you haven't had a chance, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.